All right, you're live.
And welcome to How to Change Your Kefir 101. First, you're going to want some kind of a non-slip surface. So I put just this silicone heat pad thing just down so that it doesn't slip. And then glass, remember plastic or glass only for your kefir. So a glass 4-cup measuring cup on there, that way it doesn't slip. And then just a plastic.
Let me zoom in on that so we can
strainer.
And see what that looks like there.
It doesn't have to be this exact kind, but this is what I have. So, and then just put it right on there. Your kefir, this one's gone a little bit further than it should, so this has gone more than 24 hours.
Get a little close up on that.
So it's got
clear separation there at the bottom.
It's a little bit more than it should have, but it'll be okay. So I just shake it. Kind of get it loose, and then it's pressurized because the lid is sealed.
You hear the air escape there.
So the air is going to escape. And then I pour it into my jar or my strainer like this. And then what you can do if it's only been 24 hours is you can usually just tap the strainer like this until all the liquid goes through. But because I went a little bit too long on this, then I'm going to need a spatula to scrape it. Okay, so.
Just a rubber scraper.
Just a rubber scraper, and I'm just kind of moving it around so that it frees up the holes at the bottom of the strainer. Again, I don't usually have to do this if the kefir only goes 24 hours.
And you can see that it's dripping through underneath there. It's kind of thick. You can see that those drips are not very fast moving.
So I get it to where I can clearly see what is kefir and what's not. What's the kefir grain itself and what's just the milk and the leftover. You see it's kind of more solid. You can touch it and feel that it doesn't give. Like if I touch this, it goes straight through this. It feels more bouncy or rubbery. And there is the kefir grain, like that. So then I just put this, transfer it into a clean jar, like this. And pour my milk. And I just eyeball it a little, about half the jar, a little less than. And put the lid on.
Now that's a 2-quart jar.
And I just give it a swirl, like that. Kind of rinse off the kefir a little bit with fresh milk. And that's it. It's all done. And then what I do with this is I just take the rest of it, scrape it in, scrape the bottom, make sure I get all the good stuff, and I pour it into a clean jar, and it goes into my fridge for 24 hours before I put it in my smoothies. And that's how you do it. The end.